So here's our chicken coop from Tractor Supply. I'm going to give you guys a walk around and let you know what I like and what I don't like about it. First, let's let them out and see if they actually want to come out. So we've had this chicken coop for about 3 weeks now. Oh, they're coming out already. The run is 3.5 feet by 5 feet. I'm going to add on to it just by making more of these panels. The coop is 3.5 feet by about 4 feet. Pretty good size. We have 5 chickens right now. I figured in the winter that would give them enough room to stay warm with 5 chickens. So the assembly was pretty good. The instructions were straightforward. Went together, everything was labeled nicely. It has this kind of shingled roof, and we've been getting a ton of rain this last week, and nothing's gotten wet on the inside. The vent holes are right there. There's one on each side you can look through. I might make them a little bit bigger. Not really sure. If you have any thoughts on that, leave it in the comments if I should have a bigger vent than that or not. Has a door here. You can open it up and look on the inside. We have the food there and the water over there. Another door on this side, which is held by 2 latches, one on the top, one on the bottom. Open it up. There's the inside of the coop. Nesting boxes are up there. We're just using pine shavings right now. When we do clean it out, this tray will slide out right here. It's on rails. And it does have 2 roosting bars up the top, which I'm hanging the water off of one of them to keep it elevated to try and keep some sawdust out of the water, but it's not really working. I actually built a platform that it'll sit on. That way it'll give them a little bit of covered space and a little extra run space. I just built that out of 4x4s for the legs, 2x4s around the top, and then a sheet of plywood on top of that. And the coop just sits on top of that. I built it to the exact dimensions of the coop. And then I stapled hardware cloth onto the bottom. I still have to paint it to match the coop colors so it doesn't stick out very much. Here is the nesting box. It has this kind of goofy looking latch here. You undo it. And it does have hinges on each side to where it'll keep the lid open if you go to pick out eggs. They're pooping like crazy in it right now. The run has 2 nesting bars in it. I raised one of them to get it out of the way of the ramp. And then on the front, it has a door with a latch on the top and the bottom as well. The ramp did not come with it. I had to build that because after I raised the coop up, there was no way for him to get down, so I had to build a ramp. Since it's supposed to sit on the ground, it doesn't have a ramp. And I also had to drill a new hole here for the door slide, since the older hole was supposed to be down there if it was sitting on the ground. They do pretty good with it. So the things that I love about it is it was really easy to build rather than building myself. My wife wanted to buy one instead of building one just for the ease of getting it done quickly because the chickens needed a home. Everything went together quickly. I had me and 2 of my kids help me with it. Everything's set up nice. I like the pull-out tray to where you can clean it. Here's the other vent on the other side. It's exactly like on each side. I like that it looks farmhouse-ish. I like that we raised it up, give it a little extra run space and covered area. They really like going underneath there, especially when it rains. What I don't like about it, I need to put screws in here because if I see, actually pull down on it, the staples are pulling out, so I need to run a couple screws up through there to hold it. I had to add this piece right here, all the way along here, because there was a gap, probably about a 1/2 inch. That is just off of a garage door top. Works out pretty good. I wish the run was bigger, but I'm going to add extra to it. I'm just going to build more of these panels and extend it. So it's going to look exactly like it is. It's just going to be longer and wider. When you raise it, you'll have to build a ramp, which kind of stinks, but I feel like it is a huge pro. Another thing I don't like is if you don't have level ground to put this on, one side of the run is directly on the ground. The other side, I had to put a piece of wood all along the bottom of it to cover the gap, which isn't too big of a deal, but it is a concern. So if you don't have really level ground, you'll have to do that. And I'm not sure how long these tarred shingled roofs are gonna hold up, but time will tell. I wish the vents were a little bit bigger right out of the box. I might modify that. The latches are kind of janky. I'm gonna replace these latches with something a little nicer. They don't exactly line up. I have to lift up the door to get them to move. But all in all, if you're looking for a fairly easy chicken coop to build, that's going to be pretty good for 5 chickens or so. This isn't bad. I'll leave a link in the description for this chicken coop, and if you want to go check it out, you can. It's not an affiliate link. I don't make any money off of it. I'm just going to link it so you know what I'm looking at and how much I paid for it. They do go on sale, so keep an eye out for that. But that's about it for now. Just a quick walkthrough and overview of our chicken coop. Like I said, this is our first chicken coop, and if you got any suggestions of what we should do differently for our chickens, leave them in the comments. I would be absolutely ecstatic to get some help and suggestions. But that's it for now. Hope you enjoyed the chicken coop.